Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So guys, this one seems to be the first fusion ever, if I remember correctly, when we're talking about the legendary, that actually requires only one summoning event. And unfortunately it's the summon rush one, but that might not be a bad thing because of, the shards that you can use to do that. Like, for example, for me, I'm kind of stuck because I have no sacreds, but I have mystery shards. I could be using the mystery shards, I could be using ancients, or I could be using voids, but I could do the whole thing maybe with mystery shards, and maybe I get some sacreds over the weekend and just pull some of those ones. But the whole idea is that, we have one of those classic fusions that makes it really important to not forget to farm the pots, guys. Remember that you need to go get yourself into the spirit keep and farm a ton of the spirit keep so you can get the lower level sending potions, and at the same time you're gonna need them for the sake of the epics as well, because we have 2 spirit epics and we have 2 magic epics. The kit of this champion overall, like, I did not test him myself because, I don't have tier 3. I don't have access to a test server to actually test him, but from what I've seen in the videos, he kind of seems like one you do not want to skip. Like, he seems like a really good one with bombs, then granting an extra turn, then bombs doing some crazy damage, debuff extensions, then the passive, his passive is really crazy because after the bombs detonate, he places 2 bombs that are, poisons that are protected, cannot be removed. So overall, it seems like you might not want to skip this one. I usually try to be as fair and honest when it comes to these fusions and not be like, oh yeah guys, this is amazing, definitely 100% you should go for this one, unless that's actually true. I did have some fusions in the past where I was, oh my god, this is a not skip. And most of the time, even though people are like, yeah, you're not right, I'm not sure about it, I kind of prove them wrong. Like, as a simple example, Morrigan one. For Morrigan, I've seen, like, some people are like, oh, she's overhyped, she's not that good. After the fusion passed and people that got her, I had so many people saying that she's good in arena and good in 3v3, good in dungeons, Doom Tower waves, Dark Fae, as I shown in my video. So you know what, I feel like this guy is gonna be again one of those ones because he can actually do some crazy damage and he can actually solo content. So he kind of seems like he's a good solo options, especially for those ones that don't have, Tomb Lord, Battle Khazar, all those crazy ones. So I would definitely suggest, if you have the time, obviously, because it's going to be the Christmas period. So if you celebrate Christmas, you might be a little bit stuck. So you might need to be careful when it comes to this one. But let's have a look at the calendar itself now. And this is the way it looks. So if you look at the tournaments, we do not have any champion chase. This is interesting. This is interesting and it's kind of fun. Like, I would love to see this in the future. I would love to see them always release fusions where you only need maybe just one or none. None would be amazing, but let's say you would only need one summoning event, be it summon rush or champion chase. The disadvantage of this whole thing, though, of the champion chase, is you cannot use your saved fusion. So, for example, I have Hoskarul saved for the sake of a champion chase. I cannot use him here because we don't have it. You might get some of those, Doom Tower epics. You might get some other ones from the from the daily logins that might suck a little bit because we're losing out on that. However, I guess, it's still good that it does not force you to summon twice, fortunately. But unfortunately, like I said, you have to summon something for the sake of summon rush. So if we look at the way that the calendar looks when it comes to the options and the champions that we're gonna get, there's 16 rares on all of these events, and there's a chance to get Endalia, one of the epics, once from the summon rush. Obviously this might be like at a higher point for the sake of summon rush. Usually that's about 4,900, 5,000 points, which is 10 sacreds, which is kind of steep. Then the rare, though, like, I'm hoping this rare is gonna be somewhere not higher than 2,000. So basically, if you have like 3 sacreds, pull a few sacreds, pull some mystery shards, and it is what it is. But we're gonna have to see and wait, obviously, because there's gonna be a 10 times. I'm expecting, because they usually do a 10 times on it's 10 times, then 2 times, 10 times, 2 times. This is a 10 times because next week is gonna be 2 times void. So if you look at it again from the point of view of how they overlap, because I always say when I do these, fusion event calendars, when I review them and give some advice, I always try to have a look and see what can be double dipped or triple dipped with the solo champions if you do already have one. So again, we see that for the sake of the ice column, we have Ice Golem going on at the same time as the first Dungeon Divers. So basically this one means I'm not sure you would really want to go and do those, you know, solo comps to get food, unless you want to get food ready so you can do the points for the champion training faster. If you do want to do that, then you can get, you know, for example, I have, if I go in here, I have a Battle Khazard, I can solo it, or there's like, you know, for the sake of stage 20, there's even walking to Drang that I've showed videos before they can do it. So there's several options, even though it's on 20, it's a bit slower because of the first wave having those 2 rares that put block buffs on themselves. But still, you still have the options of doing that. If not, just go get your team in there and just farm until you get to the, you know, get to the first rare and then stop. After that we have, you know, the usual classic arena, artifact enhancement. It's, do you have the silver or not? If you don't, you can always, you know, farm campaign, because this one overlaps with the campaign from Sunday and Monday. You can farm campaign, sell those shields, farm your forge your crap stuff in the forge and sell it and have the silver to the artifact enhancement. Then if you look at the Fire Knight is a little bit tricky, and it's kind of sad because look at this. So the Fire Knight does not overlap with anything. Dungeon Divers ends the same time the Fire Knight starts. It only overlaps with the champion training. So this one, unfortunately, you will not have the option of soloing with using food. Like, I'm not sure. I've never seen, or I haven't built myself a team where you like, I don't know, 2-man, 3-man, Fire Knight, and then you have like 2 or 3 champions that you can bring there for the sake of food. So this one might just have to be a regular grind, do what you can, and no double dipping going on there. Champion training, though, it is the one that you might want to not start up until Wednesday. So that's what I would suggest. I would suggest just do your Ice Golem with this Dungeon Divers and finish it off. Then finish your Fire Knight event as soon as you can, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe by Tuesday finish it. Do not do anything on the champion training event. Start doing the champion training event maybe around here, a little bit on Wednesday, or you can start doing it on Thursday, because look at this, on Thursday we can triple dip. It's still the 22nd, not that close to, you know, people might still be busy with the traveling and stuff, but if you have the option on Thursday, you can do Spider with champion training and with Dungeon Diver. So for the sake of Spider, again, I have videos. I have Drang that does it, there's Crypt King Growl, there's Akoth that can do it as a solo, like Akoth is here, the one you get from Doom Tower. So if you have that option, you can just start and do as much as you can from this one on Thursday, and maybe, I mean maybe 100% you're gonna be finishing the Spider event on Thursday, but not the champion training, because that one takes more. So for example, for this one, you do a little bit on Wednesday, you do a little bit on Thursday, and then maybe keep pushing to finish the champion training on Thursday before it ends on Friday. Then continue with the Spider event on Friday with the Dungeon Divers, more artifact enhancement, and then again at the end, the Dragon one. This is the one that actually sucks, unfortunately, because sorry, this one's over Christmas. So let's say, okay, Saturday people are going to be busy. Sunday again, it might be traveling because it's Christmas Day, people might be busy. So Sunday you might not be doing much. But then you have the option of doing Monday or Tuesday. Let's say you don't do it Monday, but Monday or Tuesday you have the option of again using those Dragon solo champions. Eurogrim, Battle Khazard, Tomblord, Roshkard, Ornn. There's so many options that can do that. And maybe you do that on Monday or on Tuesday, where again you can triple the Dragon tournament, the champion training, and the Dungeon Divers. Or at least that's the way that I will be doing it, because that way I will be saving as many of my resources as I can, and that's why I always try to suggest this to you guys. If you do have some questions about like, oh, but what are the options, maybe I don't have the option, just try and have a look through my YouTube. I have, like I said, I have plenty of solo builds for the sake of Dragon, Ice Golem, and Spider. Nothing for the Fire Knight, because that's kind of hard to do, as nobody does 10 hits on the Fire Knight shield. But yeah, this is the way that I see it. Now let's go back. I'm just gonna want to go down and quickly touch on the Summon Rush. This is a little bit tricky because I'm curious how the points will look. So the Summon Rush is gonna be tricky. If they do the rare to be too high, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be sad. I'm hoping they keep it at 1750 around that mark, because then you can finish it with, you know, a few voids, a few ancients, maybe a couple of sacreds, and finish it out with mystery shards, and you're good. If you wanna, you know, if you wanna avoid the stress of finishing some other ones, you might be just going all in to get Endalia from here, or you might get lucky if you pull ancient shards, you might be pulling some of the epics. But you might just wanna commit to get the epic from this one, even though I usually advise against it. But like I said, because it's Christmas, this might be the time that you actually go get Endalia from there as well, and then you might be able to skip, I don't know, 4 of these ones where you know you're gonna be more busy, because if you get her, you can skip 4 revs. So, you know, keep that in mind when you're gonna plan out your fusion. But yeah, I guess this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. I just wanted to again give you my opinion and give you my advice of what's the best way to actually do this fusion. And you know what, like I said, I'm really excited that there's no champion chase. Like, I'm really excited about that one, because I hope that's gonna be the new trend. I hope they're always gonna be only one summoning event, and then from there we can, you know, from there we can only hope for the best. But you know, I'm not gonna keep my hopes too high. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do enjoy my content, and I'm gonna see you all in the next one, guys. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye.